Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 24 of the World Tour at Sport Boys in Peru. And today we have two really big games. First up, it's Sport, Huancayo. They are second in the league, which makes it a really big game at home. And then we play Danubio FC at home in the Copa Sudamericana third round, first leg. We snuck past Uruguayan opposition last time around, thanks to the referee mostly in that one, wasn't it? We need to do better this time, don't we? Now, since last episode, we have changed formation and things have looked better. We did start off with a good, solid away win to Crystal Palace. You can see we switched to wingers. We were going Perez, Vega, and Galindo as a striking trio, but with wide players. And we played really well in this game. It was Vega, Galindo, and Zubiata from a corner that wrapped it up for us late on. So good, solid 3-1 win there. Then we played Union Herao. And again, it was just a good, solid 3-1 win. It was Perez, Galindo, and Emerson this time with his first goal of the season that popped up from the corner. And yeah, you can see they got one back really late, which sort of flatters them a little bit. The player ratings tell the story there. We really did play well, again, with the wings, and this time with a number 10 as well. So yeah, that was impressive. Then we played Universitario Deportes, and this one, to be honest, we scored early. Tassio got a goal, I think, from a corner, if I remember correctly. And then we were just hanging on for the next, 87 minutes plus stoppages. They equalised relatively quickly. You can see our best player was Salinas, and there's a reason for that. He was absolutely superb. But yeah, we stole a point there, to be honest, rather than drop two. So in the scheme of things, a good point to have though, away from home to Deportes. Then we played Municipal. Now we know they're one of the weaker teams in Peru, or certainly in the top flight anyway, and we absolutely smashed them. Vega, Fry, Perez, and Castro, all four of our front four got a goal, which was really good to see. And again, match stats can be misleading. Look at the player ratings; it tells you the story of this game. We were just amazing, sort of top to bottom. So that was a really good performance. So look at what that all means for the league tables, and you can see we have shot right up. We're now sitting third in the league, 2 points off this team, whoever they are. They must be a promoted team, I think. Oh no, did San Martin de Porres, were they there last year? I can't remember. Anyway, they're currently top. You can see a point ahead of our first opponents today, and then comes us. There's a bit of a log jam at the top as well. So it would be a really we've got games in hand, which is important. So it would be a really good game to win here if we can. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out with half an eye on the Danubio game as well. Let's not forget. So it's Salinas in goal, Cafarata, Diaz, Tapamulia, and Bizu as a back four. Mongolan and Martinez in midfield. This guy, Hoilasco, goes down the right. Huapaya goes down the left. Blacadio and Castro are the attacking duo through the middle. You can tell they're not the regulars because I am struggling to pronounce their names. Those wingers, why can't they just be called like Alex and Fred or something? Anyway, maybe we should just call them Alex and Fred. You can see they're setting up very defensively. They're a direct team, and by the look of their key passes on their in the heat maps, they just very much try to just knock you over the top. So we're going to say relax, go out there, play a natural game, given that it's not sort of a lot of the first choices. Some passionate, we have faith. And yeah, let's get on out there. Now, I should say, too, there is a goals of the month at the end of this episode. Now, month, it's a very generic term. It's pretty much, I think it's June and July. I think it's June and July. There may be some May goals in there as well. I can't remember. But it's a goals of the month for all the goals you haven't seen, basically. And maybe some that you have that happened in that time frame that are worth a second look. Excellent start here in terms of possession. Let's see what we can do here. It is good to see that Castro he's got 1 or 2 goals now as well. He was really good for us last year, wasn't he? His injury is setting back a little bit. We have had... Oh, Bizu! Oh, almost a worldie from Bizu. We have had some more interest, some actual firm bids coming in from Mexican teams for Salinas. We're fighting them off for now. I don't know how much longer that's going to work. Salinas hasn't kicked up a stink or anything yet. That's the main thing. The bids are sort of like 250, 300 grand. I kind of want like at least $1 million for him, if I'm honest. So we can have sort of the Salinas Memorial Training Ground or something. There's a good shot from the wing. Who's offside? Oscar's offside. We haven't had much luck with offsides lately. Let's have another look at this. Castro's done really well to turn and play him in. He is just offside, isn't he? It's just unlucky there, I'll say. Just didn't quite time it all up. Big Willie D's on a booking now. He's been complaining about game time, so I have started to give him a little bit of time. We do have a left winger's tight thigh. That's only going to get worse, isn't it? We do have Vasco Fry on the bench. Ideally, I wanted to keep him fresh for the Danubio game, but there's no point injuring a player and a tight thigh. That is just going to get worse, isn't it? All right, flicked on. Big Willie D picks that up. What can he do from here? Cafarata in for Mongolan. For Placido. This guy he's quality. He's going to be really good for us. I have great faith in that. He goes Fred. What can he do? Gets the cross in. Back post. Fry should be there. Oh, it's off the post. It's off the inside of the... Was it the inside of the post or the inside of the crossbar? But Fry is so unlucky. We look good, don't we, getting down that left side. There's a real weakness of them there, potentially. Are we going to get done on the counter-attack here, though? Come on, boys. Let's get this away. It's blocked behind for a throw. Not blocked behind, but blocked for a throw. Let's give it a demand more here, perhaps. That seems to have focused them. There we go, attacking. Yes, we dare. Alright, go on, Fred. What can he do? Back for Mongolan. They're putting pressure on us, which makes me think if we can get a switch, there might be some space down here for the right side of guy too. Tapamula goes long. Can Fry get to it? Oh, he can. It's a mistake. Fry! 7th goal of the year. Vasco Fry doesn't miss twice, does he? Excellent stuff. I said they had a weakness down their right, down our left, and they certainly showed it there, didn't they? That was some horrible defending. Tapamula with a hopeful ball at best, and Flores is just, I don't know what he's done. I don't know what that is. I mean, that's like me trying to defend, to be fair. Absolutely shocking defending, and Fry does not make a mistake with that. Yeah, long may his rating drop, because that was horrible defending, dude. All right. This is looking better now, isn't it? We're 1-0 up. We haven't played particularly well. It'll be a calm. I'm not happy at the break, but it's one of those where I'm not unhappy, but you know, the team talk's got to maybe be a little bit harsher than it needs to be, just to make sure that we don't clock off here. Tell Big Willie D not to get himself sent off. A little bit of passion that we have faith for these two. Go on, Fredo. And yeah, let's get out there again. I think we looked okay without looking good, if you know what I mean there. I think that we did create a couple of good chances, didn't we? The offside goal, Fry off the post as well. Let's give it maybe a get creative here. Placido's not having his best game. Castro's not having his best game either. If we could get away with a win here with this team, you know, having rested then players for the Danubio game, I don't really know what to expect from that. We really struggled past Wanderers, but we do look a lot better going forward with this formation. Now that's a massive stuff up from Bizu. Ball comes in, back post. They've given us a chance to get back. There hasn't been the quickest counter-attack, but it's still been lucky. Must have been a push. It was still an effective counter-attack there, wasn't it? Let's maybe try no pressure. That's disinterested them. I don't like that we have some nervous-looking players out there. I'm looking at the bench. We don't really have anything I want to bring on, if I'm honest, if we don't need to. The next shout might be a show some passion. Can we nick that? No, we can't. Come on, boys. Let's keep our heads here. Ball comes in. Back post. I'm not loving our defending here, if I'm honest. Oh, Salinas. He has had recently 1 or 2 howlers in him. He's still been really... he's made some absolutely outstanding saves, but just that's maybe harsh. It was difficult to get to, wasn't it? That's a really disappointing goal to concede. All right. We don't really have a striker on the field, do we? To bring on, because, yeah, that's an oversight. All right, I mean, these guys have got us into this mess. They do kind of have to get us out of it. Let's try that. Let's try be more expressive. Let's try counter pressing as well, and let's get stuck in. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's go and get this win again. You can see this is kind of why I would have really, really liked to have won that Torneo thing, so that drop points here don't really matter because we're already into the championship playoff. Salinas with a decent save there. There's still time. Now, was that the highlight? Or is there something more to come here? Bizu. Mongolan. Back for Tapamula. Come on, Fred can't quite get the turn in there. At home as well, it's a bit of a disappointing result if it stands. Highlight is still going, isn't it? Fry picks that up. What can he do, Martinez? He goes early. Castro's there. He heads it down to himself. He's done really well. Can Castro do something wonderful? Unlucky. Just didn't quite get a hold of the shot, did he? And I think that should be it. Or is the highlight going to continue? Can we win this header and go again? Tapamula's there. He's an absolute beast in the air. Bizu should pick that up, and he does. Mongolan in for Blacado. He goes early for Fred. Here's a chance. Can he pick out Castro? Oh, it's a good tackle out there. And with 30 seconds to go, that is probably it, isn't it? And we launch a long throw into the box or something. Bizu, what have you got for us, mate? A little bit of magic. Blacado back for Bizzo. For Martinez. Look at the man here. Look at your man here. It's Mongolan. Can he get a wonder shot off? He's taking his time. No. Shoot, boy. Out for Bizu. This is it. Surely this is it. A rough touch, and that is the game. It's difficult to argue it's not a fair result, but I feel like we shaded. I feel like we should have won that game, if I'm honest, even if we didn't necessarily deserve to. Denied by late goal. It's not too serious. That's because we took him off, isn't it? Fry on form. And this, yeah, see... this is they're not Mexican, they're Argentinian, aren't they? Where do we go? Profile? Yeah, Argentine Premier Division. I mean, this is the sort of level of club that are looking at him now. We might struggle to hang on to him, I think. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We're going to be back for Danubio. It's the Sudamericana third round. Okay, welcome back. It is time for the Copa Sudamericana against Danubio. Now, we're expecting them to play 4-4-2, so we've had a change back in formation. But before we get to this, I forgot to mention, we did get offered a new contract. Our contract is up at the end of this coming season. So, do we look to extend the contract beyond this season, and then, or do we just look to jump ship at the end of this season, given that we've won the league title already? Are we going to win the Libertadores? I'm leaning towards, this is what I'm thinking. I'm leaning towards we sign a new contract, we have another crack at the Libertadores next year, assuming we qualify. If we don't qualify for it, then I think maybe we look to actively move on. Do we really? I don't know. I don't really want to waste another season just playing through the Peruvian league when I think we have the best team, don't we? Or certainly when we're in charge, we are the best team. So it would just be a case of playing our strongest team week in, week out, and I think we would, to be honest, walk the league. So you can see there's some decent-ish clubs that are available now. We're not looking to leave though now. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think. I'm not completely sure. I'm wondering, as I said, if we do have another crack at the Libertadores, sign a new contract, and then, you know, if when we get knocked out or if we don't qualify, then we can look to actively move on. But anyway, this is the team we're sending out. Now, I did forget to mention, too, Galindo's picked up an injury. He's out for about another 2 weeks or so he's out of this episode, unfortunately. But we should be able to get by without him. Now, given that they're playing a 4-4-2, this is how we're lining up. Salinas in goal. Cosio, Diaz, Zubieta, Emerson, and Andia. Of course, these guys are wing-backs, so they will push forward. Tassio as a DM. I'm not going to play him as an anchor man because I feel like we have enough defenders back there already without him, having to sit in front of them permanently. Liate and Goiven, they go in midfield. Vega, we're going to try him as a false 9. There's a lot of space in midfield here. See if he can drop in there. And Castro goes up top, replacing the injured Galindo. So they are going 4-4-2. It dawns on me again, I forgot to click on the training. It's just basically been rest. We've only had a couple of days since the last game. I think we did a little bit of work on attacking build-up play. But yeah, sorry, I keep meaning to do it and I keep forgetting. Alright, I need to get in the habit of clicking on it before, it needs to become part of my pre-game routine. I'm going to say again, go out there, relax, the result will come. I'm passionate, we have faith. Now, we are at home for this one, which of course means we want to try and minimise away goals if we can. That is the predominant reason why I'm going with a DM, like a number 6, not a number 10. To just try and keep it tight at home if we can manage that. We saw last time we got a 0-0 at home, and it's not the worst result if you can go away and score, which I think we can, but I should have looked at the league table actually in Uruguay to see where Danubio stands in relation to Wanderers. But yeah, I mean, we want to stay in this competition as long as we can as well, because it's not just the prize money for getting from round to round. Each home game we get nets us about 160, 180 grand, I think, somewhere in that range. Just some sort of gate receipts. So it's, we are making a nice little bit of money from it. I'm hoping at the end of this year we'll be able to upgrade training facilities. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Wow, the Sudamericana really is just a bit of a snooze fest, isn't it? Let's try to show some passion here. Given that they're not showing anything, I'm wondering if Liate's on a booking, do we look to go for this a little bit more? There's not a single highlight in that whole half. I'm not pleased with that. Let's tell him not to get himself sent off. I know I'm being overly cautious here, but I don't want to concede an away goal and then find ourselves in a bit of a hole. Let's see how we react in the second half here. I'm wondering, I don't think we're set to exploit the flanks. I'm wondering if maybe we look to do that a little bit. Let's go into tactics here and have a look. We are currently exploiting the flanks, so maybe we take that off, given that we only have fullbacks getting forward, and maybe let's be more expressive. I'm going to live to regret that, aren't I? No, I'm being brave. Bravery should be rewarded in football. Alright, so let's see if we can get any sort of highlights. Well, not preferably, definitely Sport Boys highlights. Don't care about Danubio highlights. Alright, here we go. It's to throw at the wrong end of the field. Tassio's there. Turns away from trouble nicely. Tassio to Cosio. That's too much for my poor brain to handle. That's a bad pass from Goiven. Are we going to pay the price for that? It's a highlight. It's a proper highlight. Can we nick it? They go back to their keeper. They are a cautious, direct team, and they are always the worst, aren't they? Long ball forward from the keeper. Zubiata's there, heads it down Goiven. Now find a teammate this time. That's a stunning pass for Cosio getting forward. Can we pick out someone in the box? Vega's there! Vega taps it in at the back post. 7th goal of the year for him, and we are away. Excellent stuff. 1-0 up. We'll throw out a concentrate here, I think, just to make sure that we don't do anything stupid. That ball from Goiven is absolutely stunning. He has signed a new contract, by the way, as well for next year. Actually, it's more than just next year. It might be a 2 or 3 year deal. Really good tap in there, wasn't it, from Vega? That wasn't easy coming over the shoulder like that. Oh, no. Away. Oh! Salinas. He wasn't to know there was a free kick in there. That's a stunning save. But, geez, boys, come on. Goiven's picked up an injury. What sort of injury is it? It is a twisted knee. That sounds like it's only going to get worse, doesn't it? Castro lays it back. We'll look to make a sub there. Liate goes early for Vega. We know he's rapid. Can he double his tally? Oh, it's a really, really good tackle. It's a really good tackle. Things have definitely opened up here in the second half, though, haven't they? All right, let's get Goiven off with his injury there. We'll get Mongolan on, I think. Makes sense. Just given that it's a deeper role that we want him to play. I did leave ourselves options to go wingers if we needed to. Castro's not having his best game, is he? We'll leave it at that for now. Let's give it a demand more. I get a cat hair in my nose. Cosio's on a booking now as well. Andy is not having the best game. To be honest, we almost need to see this out now, don't we? Let's take Castro off for... Not for Tapamulla. For Perez. We know Perez is a decent enough finisher, so that works okay. And we kind of have to leave it now there, don't we? Because we could bring Bizu on for Andy or something that I'm considering. Another demand more here. I'd be happy just to see it out from here, but it's never that easy, is it? If we were to get a goal away from home, then we would certainly favour ourselves, but it's so tightly balanced, isn't it? They haven't created anything. They don't deserve anything from this, to be honest, but that doesn't mean they're not going to get something. Let's just see this out. Oh, 20 seconds to go. This is it. Away. Well done, Liate. Can we just complete the clearance here, please, boys? We've got him going the wrong way. That's fine. Just don't foul. Don't foul. He's going to foul, isn't he? No. Oh, ball comes back. It comes back. Come on. Let it block in. There we go. Excellent stuff, Tassie. Now just put your foot through it. There it is. That's a big result at home. A big result at home. Given for what we've seen there, I don't think they're going to offer too much away from home. We didn't have much of the ball. I'm going to say it's a bit of a let-off. We weren't fantastic, but we got the job done. I don't know if we were fortunate. I don't think either team particularly deserved it. We at least we offered something, didn't we? Goiven's out for about a week. Now that begs the question. Let me know what you think in the comments. For the away leg, do we go with a number 10? given that they really didn't show that much, do we sacrifice the centre-back or the DM and play in number 10? Or do we just go the same way, let them come at us and try and hit them on the break? Both of those, there's an element of sense in those to me. I'm wondering if we play sort of Vasco and move Tossio up, or get rid of one of the centre-backs, an anchorman, and play in number 10. Anyway, they may change their formation for the second leg, so we won't get too carried away on that. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, not the most exciting games, but I think a decent enough point in the league and a really big result in the first leg there. Make sure you hit thumbs up, though, if you have enjoyed that. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. We will be back on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll be back on Monday for Danubio, the second leg. And then, do we do the league fixture before or after? They're both kind of nothing games, aren't they? So we'll do the one after. Get a little bit of get an extra game out of the way of the season there in between episodes. So that's all for Monday, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Bill. Thank you so much for watching. And here are our goals of the month from May, June, and just May and June. Take care.